Okay, hello, sexy soul. Thank you for coming back to the chaos that is my life here online. No, not really. I'm in an experimental phase, and it's funny because I have written just down the heavenly bodies, positions and stuff for Aries for this week. Uranus is still there. It's gonna be there for a very long time, in my opinion. I should get it tattooed on me. I nearly would, just to remind myself, trial and error. Obviously when Uranus has moved away, it would be a bad idea. So the theme for me going forward is just expect the unexpected. I don't know what I'm doing, and I still don't, and it doesn't matter because we're still alive, nothing's wrong. So I'm going to do a long form video with all of the constellations, and you can choose your sun sign, your moon sign. You can choose where Venus is in your chart. Doesn't matter what you want to use it for. It's the message that matters. So, I am going to kind of look at heavenly bodies and stuff as well. Kind of throw that in there, maybe, if I feel like it ties in with the cards. If it doesn't, I'll just leave it out. But yeah, these videos will be reposted as shorts. So if you see them popping up and you're like, I've already seen this. It's like, yeah, because I'm trying to attract a new audience, because I'm fucking stagnant. I'm stagnant in the algorithm, and I'm trying my best to change it. I don't know if that's possible, because it just feels like I'm in the depths. All of the timestamps will be down below in the description. You click more, so you see the title. If you're on your phone, you'll see a little thing that says more. Click it. It's hard to see that actually. When you click that, that's the times, or the description box. All of my stuff is in there, and the timestamps and everything as well. But yeah, I've been blabbering on for fucking way too long, so let's just get straight into this. Okay, Aries. So, first things first, we have the 10 of Cups. So your week, this week, is going to be filled with all different types of beautiful moments, honestly. Mightn't be the most special week, but what I feel with this is like you're seeing the good in all the things around you that are happening. You're sort of seeing the world in a different way. Now, it's been, we have the Tower card, but this is in the shadow side, like the stuff that you've really dealt with, like past, sorry, I should say. But because it's still part of your shadow, it's still being integrated, it's still being, you know, processed, because you've went through a lot of this energy the past year, okay? And that is partly to do with what I talked about with Uranus being there, bringing in change. It's not always that change looks like this, because that's scary, but we've had a very scary couple of years as well, so that on top of it makes everything feel like drastically different for especially people with Aries placements, because you just had to really reshape who you are. You've probably felt like you've changed your whole image. You probably have looked very different very quickly throughout the past while, and that is because you were finding your strength. And this week, Aries, I feel like you know, there was a lot of like reevaluating things, but what your higher self sort of is showing me with Four of Swords here, okay, you sort of know where you're going now. This is a bit of a, okay, you know what you need to do now, okay? No more, this is reversed, so no more reevaluating, no more relaxing this week, no more of the anything. Maybe you need to read up on some things, because we have Seven of Pentacles. Maybe, you know, learning how to grow in the direction that you want to go, because now it's about patience, but you have to start somewhere. Okay, so this week, Aries, it feels like it's a good time for you to learn how to do something differently. No more sitting back and just waiting for things to kind of come into motion for you, because it probably did feel like you were, you know, on the path, and then all of a sudden just everything would be swept away from you and be like, oh, okay. Because that is, for me, I have Aries sun sign, so yeah, it's a bit it has been a bit like that for me, okay? But now I feel with this energy and what I'm seeing here as well with the Strength card, it's like you do know where to go. You just have to pay attention to the things that bring that unity into your life, okay? That is what is more important here. It's like, maybe the stuff that you're pushing so hard to do, the reason they're not working out is because it's not part of who you are now. You've changed. You're a different person. So when you're trying to do things like the old you wanted to do, it's not going to work out because it's like, we're not doing that anymore. We changed the path a long time ago, and you're just not getting it. And I always see those wolves that are circled around as like spirit guides, and it's like they're stopping you. They're like, no, you're not doing that. Stop trying to do it. Stop trying to do it that way. Let's move together, united as one. And all the signs are all around you. Okay, this also could be a very good week for you in regards to relationships, because again, 10 of Cups is here. I feel like the biggest thing with this week is you're going to be given a lot of answers to questions that you've been sort of thinking about. Whoa, I'm so sorry. It's like I had bread with those little seeds in it, and I just inhaled one. Maybe someone will take your breath away with this strength card. Okay, Jesus Christ, that nearly killed me. Okay, yeah, so the strength card, I feel like it's going to be a fun week with these two cards combined. Really fun week. Compassion, good times, joy, all the things. And I think with you, this would be a great week to spend it with friends and family that you love and care about, okay? But yeah, a big thing is you're going to get answers. That's what I'm picking up. So I hope you enjoyed this message, Aries, and I will see you next time. Okay, so Taurus, very interesting energies are coming through here. So the first thing is that I want to say, starting off with the Knight of Wands. Now this is a good energy I feel for you guys. I feel that maybe in the past, while there's been a lot of emotional stuff coming to the surface, it's just been hard to kind of deal with things, because you had to, you know, bring yourself to center. The thing I do want to say here though is that the full moon is going to be in Taurus. You can check that on Sky Safari, the app. Okay, I follow Sky Astrology, where the actual moon is. It's not witchcraft, it's just facts. It is literally in Taurus. So, in the middle of the week. So this is a really good time for you to harvest those energies that the earth, which is very, Taurus energy is very connected to the Mother Earth, and the physical world and just connection in general. But not only that, the stars above. And it is what you have from your higher self. You have the star card here, which is sort of, for me, the theme here seems to be, Taurus, that this week is about you letting go and becoming this butterfly, which is what we have, the transformation. Okay, so this reminds me of like this, where you're going future. Okay, you're going here above to the future, the cosmos is waiting for you. And the 5 of Cups is like the other side, which is just sort of letting go. Okay, so one energy is going into the earth and being released. The other is being hopeful and being optimistic about the future. Okay, so I do want to say that you're going to feel a really strong connection to this change, and that's why I think that this Knight of Cups is really banging on that drum and being like, damn daddy. I feel that things are about to get good again. I feel a shift, like I'm sort of back in my mojo, back in my momentum. And it does feel like the theme here with this, come on, the theme with the energy that I'm getting is that we're moving in a rhythm, okay? Like I said, moving in a very organic rhythm, let's call it, because organic, you're releasing into the earth and you're getting messages and receiving the correct alignment to your soul with the star above. Okay, so it just feels like you're getting back into a rhythm with life. But remember, this week is about rest, okay? I do feel that a lot of the shadow here was with the Hermit reversed, feeling like you lost your purpose in spirituality in a way. You lost your purpose in, you know, where you're going, like what is my purpose? And the thing is, people who seek to know what their purpose is in life are the ones that struggle to realize that it's right there. It's always been right there. It's a thing that you've always been known to be attracted to. But when people are looking for their purpose, they think they need to look elsewhere, when it's always right beside you. It's always part of you, because your purpose is in you. I said beside you, but like, it's like we do need to have this conversation within, instead of always like looking without or looking outside of ourselves. And that is kind of like Taurus does look for the Taurus energy looks for energy or messages in the earth and the world around them, and they can see the beauty and like all of the transformations that are happening. But I feel like here sometimes with this energy, when it comes to their self, it's like it's hard for them to realize that, you know, these messages are in here too as well. But yeah, I do think as well, one last thing I want to say for Taurus, this is a good week for you to harvest and collect things that you need to collect. So that's one thing. This could be, maybe this is a good time to get out and do your shopping for the holidays, if that's something that you need to be doing. I think it's a good time to do it now. If you've started that already, well done. But keep the momentum with that going while you have that energy being a theme this week, because I feel like you do have Mars there in that constellation. So Mars is giving you that kind of energy to get those things done. So use that energy wisely. Okay. And yeah, the full moon as well. Set those intentions to sort of release. I know people say do things different. Like, I don't know if people agree with releasing on a full moon, but I don't really give a shit. Do what you want on a full moon. Don't let people tell you what to do. Yeah, that's all I have for you, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you later. Goodbye. Okay, Gemini, let's have a look at what we have. So, first thing I want to say is you have two 10s here. The theme energy is this 10 of Swords, and I'm kind of getting like there is sort of a realization that you've come to a dead end. No, this is not negative at all, because we also have the 10 of Pentacles here. So two 10s, this one always feels like inheritance or something. This looks like the younger ones, you know, the grandchildren or something. So this is what I feel like. These are like cousins or something. So there could be something to do with that. But this is like part of work that you need to do shadow wise. Okay, because these two 10s are, you know, you're getting what you want, but is it really what you want? So there's this kind of thing of you know, after we sort of manifest or get to the point that we wanted to get to in life, sometimes we find out that it's not actually all that it's cracked up to be, and that's just the way it works. Okay, so you do have the 6 of Cups here as well. I think during this week, you're going to feel a little bit like, okay, healed in a way, proud of yourself, because you were able to come this far, and you're really shocked at it in some ways, because when you actually look at yourself in the mirror and you think about like what you've sort of done for yourself, you realize that you found your stability through loving yourself and appreciating the boundaries that you have set and placed for yourself. Because you know, she's got these ravens around her. This is like her protection, her barrier, her wall. Okay, and the color red sort of here in this is like showing and giving off that you are successful inside and out, and that is what you're sort of moving towards more of this week. This week is just going to be more success for you. Okay, and I feel that with this guy in it as well, I think that maybe now you found yourself. This might be just for singles, but maybe now that you found yourself and you're really comfortable in what you've achieved, blah blah blah, maybe this is now time to, you know, change directions, because you've come to a dead end. Okay, I do feel like there is a theme here as well for some of you, maybe this week planning a travel trip, or if you are traveling this week, everything is going to be okay. I just want to make that clear because there's a 10 of swords in there. People might freak out about that. But I do get a very safe travel vibe because we do also have the 6 of Wands. Okay, so this week it's a successful journey. Okay, because 6 of Wands can be seen sort of like a journey, but it's a successful journey. Okay, very easy breezy, you know, nice scenery, nice things happening all the time. So yeah, also there might be some things from the past, nostalgic things as well, that might pop up for you this week, which is really, really nice to see. And it might remind you again of where you were and now where you are. Okay, I just saw 333 as well watching the recording back, so life path 33 might be very prominent for some of you as well. But yeah, that is also actually 2-2 as well, I'm saying. But yes, I think that's all I have. Yeah, you don't Gemini, we don't have any heavenly bodies in the sky in Gemini at the minute. So I think that's it. Overall your week is quite good. It's just now like, it's more of like enjoy this. And take all the time that you need, but you are at a dead end, basically. That's what it is. You're at a dead end, something needs to change now, but nothing is negative. Everything is actually perfect. But perfect can't last. Sad truth. So, you know, think about, okay, now I'm here, I'm happy, but what do I want next? Because that's just human nature. We get where we want, we get to where we want to, but when we're there, we need to begin again. And that's what's happening here. So you need to begin again. And could that involve you maybe wanting to move, can go somewhere where you can chase more success? There's nothing wrong with that, especially with this 9 of Pentacles energy in the position that it is. Your higher self is sort of rooting for you to do that, is what I'm getting. So, hope that helped, Gemini. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Okay, Cancer, let's have a look at what cards we have for you. First thing I want to start off by saying is, we have the Knight of Pentacles here. I said this to, I think it was maybe Taurus, but yeah, for Cancer as well, I think that this is a good time for you to write down the lists of things that you need to get done and start doing it this week, particularly because the thing here, the theme seems to be, if you do it now, you're going to free up a lot of time that you will be grateful for come around the end of December. Okay, you also have the 4 of Pentacles so here, and this is from your higher self sort of giving you that advice to, you know, not just sit back and wait, because the more you wait, the stingier you will become. Everybody has a bit of stinginess at this time of year, especially with everything going on in the world, the chaos. We're having to be a little bit more, you know, restricted, which is what they want you to be. Don't do that. Get the stuff that you need and have fun with it, one step at a time, because if you rush this at the end, I'm hearing that you're going to be wasting a lot of good energy that is here for you this week. So making the plan, I'm not sure if you even have to do it just yet. I know Taurus had Mars there, so kind of giving them that push. Yours is more like just plan, I feel here. I do think as well this week, the 2 of Wands, emotionally it's going to feel like this, okay? And we had a volcano in the world erupt recently. It feels like this is, you know, Cancer's connected to sort of, you could say the subconscious of the earth, maybe. I don't know if that ties into like actual facts at all. But I think on the moon, I think on like the subconscious, and I'm just thinking like with this eruption, that this is been kind of emotionally like charged for you in certain ways, and I think that this is still sort of the theme, okay? Okay, it could be that there is some man connected to the ocean that has sort of come into your life recently, and you're this volcano energy going off and they don't know how to react or whatever. This also could mean that you are having a hard time deciding on how you feel about certain things emotionally. Okay. Mentally though, you are working in a very good way. Okay, the way she's like got these kind of wings, it feels like that to me is like you're sort of freed up. I'd seen like this crown part here. I seen it that you were sort of caged in, so it might have been more of like this, caging yourself in. Now you're opening yourself up, and mentally I think the decisions that you make this week are going to be very valuable to your business, but also like to yourself and how you're looking after yourself. It's going to be a really good week for that. Again, just remember, your spirit guides are saying, don't do this. Don't just sit back and wait for things to, you know, get done. Do them. Spend the money that you need to spend on them one step at a time, instead of like all having them all piled up and you don't know what to spend on who and what to get who. I know not everybody celebrates the holidays, but it's just in general. Also, last thing I want to say, subconscious shadow work that is being continued with you could be to do with breath work. So if you have been doing breath work or any kind of breath exercises, like even exercise, which is involving you to control your breath, keep up that good work. But also with the King of Swords, this could be that someone's breath is very sharp, very cold, and it's something you're not liking. You're not sure how you feel about it. You're maybe needing to heal the ideas that you have about the way that some masculine energies maybe say things to you. Okay, and again, the Knight of Pentacles is saying it would be a really good idea to journal about these things as well. Write them down. I just see for you the theme this week is getting a pen and writing it down and doing that sort of stuff. Okay, it's going to really help you get the thoughts in here out on paper so that you can kind of look at it and dissect it in your own way. But yeah, main theme again I want to say is freedom. It's going to be a very freeing week in lots of different ways. So expect that, and yeah, thank you so much, Cancer, and I'll see you all next time. Okay, hello Leos, let's have a look at what we have. So first things first, we do have the High Priestess here. The way that she's pointing as well to this book, it sort of feels like it has something to do with what you have written down. You wrote down something. Is it wrote or written? I don't know. You wrote down or written down something about a King of Cups. I don't know. Is it someone who you are like, that is the one, or that's the type of person that I want in? You also have manifestation. Now, this does sort of feel, Leo, that it's connected to this High Priestess because they're both wearing the crown. Okay, little horn thing here and a little thing here. So it feels like it is very connected to that, because as well we have this trident. So, and her fingers are like this, pointing to the book. So the trident. Yeah, I get a very strong feeling that this is what you asked for. That's the thing. So something this week is manifesting. I have a lot of things I want to say one day about law of attraction stuff, because it's not all what people think it is. But this is something that you maybe have forgotten about, but it was sort of, the seed was planted and it just went through a little bit of time for you to wait to actually get it when you deserve it. But it has always been written for you, is what this High Priestess is sort of saying. So this week, I feel like during the full moon, to be honest, you're going to be revealed and brought into balance with, you know, your own karmic path, to be honest, Leo. Because you need to change your tune, okay? That's what I'm getting, because we also have the Ten of Swords here. This is done, this is over, and it actually is in the past. It's at the bottom here, so it's done, it's dealt with, like, but you're still bitter about it. You're still bitter about someone doing you dirty, and it also maybe has created some kind of, because we have psychic protection, but this psychic protection card is reversed, so it's giving off paranoia in certain aspects of like wanting things to change. Okay, like what if this changes and it changes everything for the worst reasons ever or whatever. But we have, because we have the death card reversed. So for me, everything should have already have changed is what I'm feeling, Leo. I think that it's already done with that death card being reversed. I think that the change is already happening or happened. So you gotta just keep going with it now. Okay, because with the Eight of Pentacles, this is a message from your higher self, to be honest. The Eight of Pentacles is saying you needed to just be dedicated to building those blocks up now. Build the blocks up. Because you're building a really stable foundation for yourself. It's going to take a lot of work with the Eight of Pentacles, but if you can notice, the two of these cards have pillars. So you're basically building a balanced lifestyle for yourself, and maybe also this King of Cups, okay? Because, you know, you're having the yin and the yang, the black and the white pillars here to build a harmonious space for yourself, okay? Yeah, I think that is all that I have to kind of say. Nothing else really here. Do you have any Taurus connections? No. Just because the full moon will be in Taurus. So if you want to have a look into that, see what you want to do for, maybe, I don't really do anything on full moons. But if you do, I do them kind of after or before. But if you do want to do something, maybe I would say actually try and change the way that you think about manifestation, especially as well, like with protection and stuff, like, because psychic protection, it feels like you're just looking too deeply into that, to be honest. Because it's not actually working. Whatever you're doing is not working, because there's something not adding up with the death card being reversed beside that psychic protection card. It's like, yeah, this isn't working, because it feels like you're working on something that isn't needing to be worked on anymore. So that's what I'm getting with that. So I hope that helped my Leo lovelies. And yeah, this week it's not that much, like, there's not that much going on. It's just like I felt like I had to do this. So that is what I'm getting, Leo. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, Virgos. So the first card I want to actually look at is the Fool card. So the Fool card is sort of the way I'm looking at this Fool card is that there's sort of unlimited possibilities right now for you guys, you Virgos. I don't think that there is a lot of things. You're not taking risks, but I think the opportunity to take different risks and to take new ventures is on the cards on the table here, but what surrounds it is you not believing in the truth. And the truth is, you're not stuck. You never were stuck. The only reason you thought you were stuck is because you were looking in the mirror and telling yourself all of these lies that did not mean jack shit. They were not truthful at all. They were just because you need to learn to forgive yourself for the mistakes that you make. Because moving forward, I specifically want to say for people who are Virgo energies, especially if you have a moon in Virgo, because we have the High Priestess here, you don't want to be doing any, stuff that's too much going, like, you don't want to really be doing like unconscious stuff or that kind of past life regression things this week. If you're someone who has anybody asking you about that, because you might have a Queen of Pentacles energy being like, I can help you out. Yeah, you don't want to have anyone trying to help you to go in and cut cords and all this kind of stuff. Witchy vibes are not welcome for Virgos this week, because I feel like the truth is here, you just need to find your balance and get on with your life and move away from the past. I don't think that this is, I don't know, I just have a feeling here with Virgo energy. It's about just getting on with things right now. Because I feel like everything is already kind of evened out. It's just a mental blockage now. because of the past, okay? The past who is not here anymore. And I know people probably won't agree with what I'm saying, a lot of things, but I say things as I see them, so I might not always agree with this either, but right now I do, because this is what I see. So right now it's not the time to be going deep into the soul and all that kind of stuff. It's actually just, you know, be easy on yourself and just relax. And, you know, you have the Queen of Pentacles here as well. So what your higher self is sort of saying is indulge in all of the ways that you can that involve you relaxing and just being and feeling luxurious in whatever way that is for you, okay? Because I think when you just stop and realize that everything is fine, and you realize that that is true, and you look in the mirror and you're like, it's okay, like nothing's wrong, nothing is actually really terribly wrong. And I will get through this. I think that is the vibe I get from all of this and the message going forward this week. It's like there's nothing at all here happening that is bad, but with everything that's surrounding it, it's making it feel like anxiety or making things up in your head. That's just what I feel. So just remember to kind of stop yourself every time you start to go on and create stories, okay? Because these stories are not the truth. Okay, you're not, just because you have that Three of Swords tattooed on you does not mean that that is who you are, okay? You are always changing, you're always moving forward, we're always developing mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. It's always changing. So just realize that going forward this week. And yes, Virgos, be easy on yourself, okay? You overanalyze sometimes and it's okay, but right now it's not. Especially this week. Okay, thank you so much for watching and I will see you all Virgos next week. Goodbye. Okay, Libra. Welcome to your reading. So, very interesting message is going to come through and this probably won't resonate for people. All of you anyway. But the first thing that I have here is the Three of Cups. Okay, so I'm getting that this week is going to be a lot to do with getting together with your friends maybe, because we also have the Hierophant here as well. So you're going to be feeling, the conversation is going to be a lot about like, let's plan for, could be like a tradition that you do every time at this time of year, like let's get together and have this celebration that we always have, me, you and Belinda. I don't know who Belinda is, but if you're a Belinda, that would be so funny. And yeah, I do think that this is going to be a really fun week. Even if it is just about planning for maybe the following week, it's still going to be good. I do also feel like with the Six of Swords, this is really good. A lot of you have now realized that something that was really hurt you, or that really I feel like it was more of a it was disrupting, disrupting the flow. Couldn't get that word out. It felt like I was blocked. It was like that was blocking you, Libras, okay? And now you're like, I'm done. See you later. Fuck off. Fuck right off. And your higher self, the guides, the angels, all of them are like, yes, fuck off. Because we have the Five of Swords. That, all that stuff, that thing that happened, it's done. It's gone. It seems like that's a theme here for a lot of people. It feels like it's just like, let's time to move on. There is going to be a magical sort of spirit in the air. You do have talent, okay? So it might feel like there is someone in your life that is to be honest, it feels like a lot of you your talents are coming to the surface for you to show that to others. Okay, it feels like there's very performative energy here as well. And with the Hierophant, it's like giving off that energy of like, I've done this thousands of times before, darling. I know what I'm doing. I could write a book about this. And that does feel like the vibe here. So you're going to be very emotionally fulfilled by some sort of like experience that you're going to have. Now, it feels like some of you are going to like a school play or a theater show. It does feel like that on a big scale, but then zooming it down, I can see people in their kitchen just having a little sing song, or it just feels like something is coming up to the surface. Now, Four of Wands, the reason I bring in that is like something to do with the community spirit. I do think that this is something you've done in the past, like maybe 20 years ago, or getting that vibe, or it could be something that is a talent that has come from a past life and it's just part of your soul's essence now and it's part of who you are. So I wouldn't say like whatever this thing is to take it super seriously. I just think that like this is it's just part of you. It doesn't mean that this is, you know, the new thing that you gotta like hyper fixate on, okay? That is not what I'm getting here, but it is a good opportunity to focus on something different because you are moving through this here, which is like, I'm done with that. It's time to just get back on track and have a little bit of fun, okay? I felt like for a while Libra energy for me was finding its balance, and it feels like it actually has like leveled out now. So what I feel now is more of the positive changes are kind of showing up for people, especially people who with strong Libra placements, but just in general, like when we're moving through the Libra energy, I was seeing that. Also, the South Node is there as well. So that's kind of why I brought up past stuff, because I did feel like there was a bit of a connection here, especially with the Hierophant, sort of like, this is who I always was. But it's still part of who you will continue to be. Okay, so whatever you're doing this week, it's fun, it's jolly, but there is a illusion, like a performance. I don't know. There's a little bit of mystery to this energy, Libras, but whatever it is, have fun, enjoy. And yeah, some of you actually could be doing tarot readings for people. Interesting. And if you find yourself good at it, if it's like your first time, maybe you've done this before as well. Just there is a cult stuff hiding with this energy. I don't know what it is. It's something coming up. You're awakening to something. Not like massive, but something interesting. Okay, thank you so much, Libra, and I will see you next time. Goodbye. Okay, hello, Scorpio. So let's have a look at your week. It's something very interesting. I had to re-record this because a spider just is like floating. It's not floating, but it's just so interesting. It's kind of dark outside, so I can't really show you, but I just thought that was really interesting. It's like little intruder alert here. Which is actually something I might start off talking about. 9 of Swords here. The fact that that spider is outside. Sometimes when I feel spiders, I'm not afraid of spiders or anything, but I kind of am like, you know, they're a little creepy. So it's like creeper energy. So you might have had recently a lot of like old stuff come up that had triggered or made you afraid again when you thought that you were over something or you were moved on. It just feels like these fears sort of tried to get a grip of you again. A lot of you as well, Scorpios, might have went through like spiritual psychosis or some like themes of that, which is very common these days because people are spreading shit that shouldn't be spread. I feel like changing up their Nutella spread with actual shit because they should eat that, because there's a lot of people, Scorpio, that are feeding us with information that is for the greater good, and it's not. It's continuing this fear-based, which I think, to be honest, you guys have sort of had enough. And Scorpio, your energy is always to go deep, to really understand how you are feeling, but it's been feeling too much right now and recently, and I think that you feel that things have changed. There is just a different feeling in the air. And this star card, I don't know if any of you know this song, but the song I instantly heard when I saw this, I heard the song, I think it's from the Lord of the Rings. I'm wrong, probably. I just heard it and I seen a picture of the Lord of the Rings. Thistle in the Wind, I think it's called. kind of it's like got a Celtic-y, Nordic-y vibe. But that song, it just sort of what I felt with the shift that's coming, because I do have the new beginning card, but it's reversed. So I think right now it's just about trusting that a new beginning is on the horizon. It just might not be happening this week, but it's because you're coming to the end of, mainly what you're sort of figuring out this week is like, I gotta leave all of this, like I gotta get rid of it. This is just weighing me down. Like it hasn't helped me to be thinking about these things well, it's more emotional stuff now. It's emotional and baggage that's weighing you down. But with this Six of Wands again, this could be a good time for you to, you know, get out the microphone, sing karaoke. I feel like it's time for you guys to just show people that you can be different when you want to be. Like, you can have fun. I feel like just recently maybe you've had or heard a lot of people being like, you're just not really as fun as you used to be, and it's like, I'm going through a lot here. Jesus Christ. And I think that is what you need to be more of. You need to be more of this, okay? Which is just saying it as honestly as you can. Being like, listen, I am going through a lot right now. And I'm going to try my best to have fun, but toxic positivity is not the way forward for me. It never works. It might work for some people, but it definitely doesn't work for me. And I think that's what you're getting through to people this week, is like, listen up, bitch. I'll show you a fun time, but I'm not, like, this isn't going to be permanent me kind of thing. I feel like you just need to have this sit down and talk with certain people and just be like, you know what? Don't wreck my motherfucking head. Stop wrecking my head, okay? Because people wanting you to be someone you're not is the height of anxiety for you, Scorpio. You just don't want to be who people want you to be. But okay, that all sounded very negative. On a positive note, I want you to know that whatever it is happening, it feels like nothing extremely different, but I do feel with Scorpio that you're going to have a very clear path come forward soon enough, okay? Because you're at the end. It's like climbing up and over the mountain with this Ten of Wands. Or in this case, the volcano. So you're getting to the heat. You're getting to the hotness of the situation. But once you're there and you're over it, it's the cooling down again, okay? So, whatever has been boiling up for you, it sort of feels like it's already happened. So no more boiling up. But whatever it is, it's done now. So trust that the star is about trusting that things are aligned for you moving forward, and that is going to be showing up this week for you. You're going to feel like you're at your highest point of realizing the truth about where you're going. So thank you so much for watching, Scorpio, and I'll see you all next week. Goodbye. Hello, Sagittarius. So first things first, before I show tarot, actually, because I have it written down just and I've seen it, the cards kind of match up with what's going on, but also mathematically, not New Age, Western, Vedic, none of that. Mathematically, should say Old Age because it's outdated. But the sun is mathematically moving towards Sagittarius. It's currently in 𝐫𝐞𝐚𝐝 energy, which is that creative transformation which we have going on here. We have the Death card, which is Scorpio, which is before Sagittarius. We have that alchemization happening so that you can see forward to where you're going. But we have Venus in Sagittarius as well, and for you the theme this week is this Ace of Cups. New love is coming in. Love for yourself or love for others, but this card in particular is super, super moist. Okay? It also feels like a bit of a relief this week. A lot. This is also like how I feel about this cup. is when you really are busting for a piss and you just release all that, and it's like, oh, that's so good. That's what it feels like, Sagittarius. And I want to say as well, Page of Swords reversed here. She can't even hold that sword up. She's trying to be someone that she doesn't even know anymore, okay? And you also have knowledge reversed, okay? So the knowledge card reversed basically is trying to say, stop trying to know it all. Stop trying to find out more than you can chew. Okay? This is a time for you to really start to forgive the old stuff. Forgiveness is a big theme here this week. Forgiving yourself, forgiving maybe others as well. Because of the Eight of Cups here, there could be, and the moon will be in Taurus. Okay? And we also have that here. We have a full moon behind there with this death card. The moon will be in Taurus, again, mathematically. So with that energy, maybe it's a good time to work on the forgiveness aspect of what's happening with you. Because with the Eight of Cups there, it seems like maybe you've been abandoned before. Someone did you dirty and just left you in the shadows without really letting you know how or why. So there's a little bit of an abandonment thing there. And that's probably why this Page of Swords is here as well, trying to act like, you know, oh, I know. Yeah, I know. Like putting up a front that doesn't need to be there anymore. Well, we also have Mercury in Sagittarius as well. So there's going to be very direct, clear communication with your higher self about moving forward, okay? So instead of you trying to know it all, let things just come as they want to present themselves, okay? Because this is about rejuvenation. This is about letting yourself just, you know, with every ending there's a new beginning, and that's what's happening here. You're welcoming in new love, so just get used to it feeling off or feeling different or feeling something that you don't understand. Just get used to that feeling. Again, as well, last thing I want to say is that Pluto has now moved direct again. So that could also be a little bit of this feeling that things are strangely moving in a way that you didn't expect, because Pluto is the planet of transformation. So with death card, Scorpio as well, like those energies are really working with each other, especially for you Sagittarius, mostly you guys with strong Sagittarius placements. This is a karmic cycle that is now over and done with almost, and you can now let yourself just move forward and hope for the best. Peace out. Okay, thanks Sagittarius, that's all I have for you. Hope you enjoyed that. Goodbye. Okay, hello Capricorn. So let us start by saying, okay, we have a big theme here of like you're moving towards something that you are very much focused on and passionate about. Okay, this is something that I feel like Capricorn, you've planted the seed a long time ago. Okay, we have the Ace of Wands. You sort of set this intention a long time ago. I feel like a lot of you Capricorns have done a lot of the shadow work in regards to like, okay, I'm not happy, so let's do something about it. And I think that you have done a lot. You've maybe felt for a long time that you were sort of, you know, in a whole delusion about, you know, your things working out in your favor. But for some reason, I feel like something has changed. We have love and we have manifestation. You are or have manifested a new love interest, okay? I'm not sure because it's also, this card came out as well, passion, it just flew out. So passion, love, manifestation. But there is things happening here because your higher self, whoever, if it's you or them, this glass ball hasn't fully, it's still kind of in an illusion phase. It's like it's not fully cracked open just yet. And with 111, because this is 11 and this is 1, 111 sort of feels very much like this is a bit of a big deal, especially with manifestation too. So it's like, oh gosh, what is going on here? No, it could have something to do with you. It could have something to do with Leo energy, strength, or someone with strong air placements, okay, with these two cards. Or someone who just is having a real deep think about this. And I mean deep, because it could have something to do with you are shining this light, Capricorn. You're shining this light. You're super, super bright. And it's because this was all done intentionally quite a while ago. It started off, again, so you know it's coming from here, but it's also like it's showing up here. Your energy is coming off super confident. So this strength card could also show that this is what you are you're attracting strong people towards you, because now that's not always the case, but this is the case in this situation. Like, you don't always attract what you are. Personally, I don't believe in that anymore. I think that that is a bit of bullshit. Because in day-to-day life, that's not how it always works, okay? So in the long run, yes, that can be correct, but this is the thing. It's been a long time coming. So now you're getting and you're reaping the rewards of like what actually you set your intention. You put out that magic wand. You put out that magic wand, and now things are starting to sort of develop and come true for you, okay? Yeah, but like as well, the number 1 and then the number 11, it's like we have to go through the whole thing until we get to 11, and it's like, this is the new change. You've seen like the upgraded version, and if you have seen Stranger Things, you will know what I'm talking about with 11, the character. Because there's a character called 1 and there's a character called 11, and it's like the upgraded version of who maybe you had before, okay? Or the love, the interest that you had before. This is a new version, an upgraded version. But with the 7 of Wands as well, I don't know how you're feeling about this, because you're just like, it still feels like you're looking through a lens. So you could be watching them online, you could be stalking their Instagram, I don't know. But it just feels like you're still looking through a lens. So Mr. Hermit, okay, or Mrs. Hermit. Actually, it's a Mrs. in that. It doesn't really matter. But whatever is going on, I feel like this week you're going to be spending a lot of time in solitude, sort of contemplating on like, okay, what is the next step? I've climbed up here. I've taken a little bit of a breather. I feel like I see a lot of you Capricorns on the mountain, actually. Up on a height, and actually looking down at your city, your town, or something, and just like thinking like, either this is the life or what the fuck is going on. I don't know which is there, but mentally I do feel like mentally you're at peace. Emotionally it seems okay. Seems like everything is sort of balanced on both sides, to be honest. But I don't know if this has something to do with this Queen of Swords. That the confusion energy comes in. But yeah, thank you so much, Capricorn, for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Hello, Aquarius. So let us have a look quickly at what is going on with you guys this week. So I actually have the Queen and the King of Pentacles here. And the way I sort of see this is that the two of them are sort of both doing this and being like, yeah, I don't know what's happening here, but it feels like the Queen of Pentacles is the main energy, okay? So this is the main energy that should be focused on. If that feels like it's you, then I'm talking to you, because I do feel like the King is in the past. So whatever it is about the King of Pentacles, they had their time to shine, or whatever it is, and you have Temperance here, okay? So now is your time to feel into this, and the emotions that I feel with this is that you are going to have a very balanced week this week. However, the staring competition thing that's going on with the King and you and the Queen, it's not going to work, okay? This waiting for one of you to say, okay, you can do it then, or whatever it may be, that is not going to work this week, okay? Because that is just going to, why not just clean things up quickly and get it over and done with, rather than let your health or whatever it is, Pentacles energy is connected to health. Health wise, whatever this is, just get it over and done with, because you have the Three of Pentacles reversed as well. This is a time for you to come together instead of just sit there and do nothing and wait and look at each other like headless chickens. Like, actually get up and do it and go. Because the minute you get this over and done with, the better it will be. It feels like this could be the same thing that's coming around for a lot of people. Get the financial stuff done out of the way, so that you can focus on a healthy lifestyle and a healthy business again. Okay, so if your business or your financial situation is suffering at the minute, okay, this is the time to budget, get things out of the way, and get those things dealt with. Okay. For a few of you, you might have some things with your pets that are, or maybe you're buying a pet or something to do with pets or animals or in general. Yeah, I think that that's another thing that needs a little bit of cleaning out in some shape or form. I don't know what it is. Maybe you need to clean. See, I'm actually seeing horses. Horses? Is there any horses here? Horses are a bird cage. The king has a little bird there on his shoulder. It's something to do with animals. I don't know what it is. But yeah, last thing I want to say is, when it comes to you and whatever you're doing in regards to your business, making sure that you're staying authentic throughout this next month. Okay, not changing because of what is changing collectively. Don't fit yourself in again. Again, I don't know what I'm saying again, but it just feels like you've done it already. Don't do it again. Stop doing it. That's what I'm getting. Because you're truly always, fine on your own, the way you do things. Okay? So I think that is what I'm getting with this is, you, the queen, and the king. This might not be a partner, by the way. It just might be someone that you work with and you work well together, because you do have temperance there as well. So this, this person is helping you seek the meaning in the situation. Okay, but they're not there to tell you what to do. This is not a King of Swords energy. This is a King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles can wait all motherfucking day for you. And you can wait all motherfucking day as well. But that's not what we want to do here. We don't want to wait about. We want to just get it on and get it done with. Okay? That is what I'm getting for you Aquarius. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you next week. Goodbye. Okay, Pisces. So let's have a look at what is happening with you guys. I'm pretty sure I don't have it written down. Sorry, I forgot. Jupiter is there. Chiron is there, and Neptune. So those are the heavenly bodies. To be honest, the feeling I have, just even without looking at the cards that I have here, the feeling I have in here is things might have be or seem messy to others, but you're not afraid of opinions, but you're also not afraid of like where this is going. Like the future actually seems quite set in stone, and that's where we're starting actually. Okay, because I have the Wheel of Fortune, okay, which is connected to Jupiter. Come on, Wheel of Fortune. So it's in the past as well, with Jupiter now being here in Pisces. It sort of feels like, and is it out of retrograde? I'm not actually sure. Let me quickly check. I think Jupiter's, I'm not sure, I didn't write it down, shit. I think Jupiter is not retrograde anymore as well, so that could be why this being reversed was the past. And now like Jupiter is moving forward again, which is showing me this. So 2 of Cups. So whatever has been going on with you in regards to your abundance in relationships and love and romance, maybe it stopped for a while and you were just a little bit like, but now things are starting to go in a new direction again. Okay, because we have 6 of Cups, which is connected to memories of the past. So things are coming up for you from the past about a certain person. Now, there might have been two individuals involved here, a King of Pentacles and a King of Swords. Both liking for different reasons, okay? One was more grounded, one was more intelligent. Let's just put it that way to make it easy. But I feel like now it's more the King of Pentacles, the one that you know you can settle down with. That's the one for you, and you just forgot yourself for a little bit. And you're still, to be honest, Pisces, I still feel like you're not fully balanced just yet, but you're at least this week and for the next while, you're going to be feeling at peace. Like you feel like you figured yourself out a little bit and you're proud of yourself. But until the opposite side, it's time to why my accent changed. The opposite side, maybe this is England, someone from England or something. The opposite side, or maybe they're on the other side of the world. Maybe that's what it is. Until that sort of comes back, things can be balanced again. But I keep hearing like this as well. One thing I do want to say is who is driving the ship, okay? Don't let that ship wreck. Because life sometimes is just a shipwreck. And we can't always control that. But at least when we get to this new place that we're at currently, we can just go with the flow and see where things take us. Okay, so I think that is the main message with me today, Pisces. Also, this could be that there are two men or two masculine energies sort of fighting over you, and that might be why I feel this unbalanced energy as well. Also, this could also be two kings falling in love. Okay, because Two of Cups is about that, but we have two kings then beside two kings beside each other, so it's like could have something to do with that. So this isn't a three-way thing, and it's just two things. It's probably homosexual stuff. Good for you. I'm still single. Anybody want me? No, actually I don't need anybody, so I'm fine, thank you. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. Hope that helped, Pisces, and I will see you in the future. Goodbye.